Imagine a future where biotech startups aren't just tweaking genes. They're redefining the very nature of life itself. We're talking about breakthroughs that might seem like science fiction today, but are reality in the labs of India's most innovative biotech companies. These startups aren't just aiming to make a quick buck. They're out to revolutionize healthcare, energy, and even the way we think about the human body. As India's biotech sector booms, expected to skyrocket from 3% of the global market to nearly 19% by 2025, these companies are leading the charge. Today, we're diving into the top 10 biotech startups in India that are not only pushing the envelope, but shredding it. Welcome to the AI Lib. Let's start with Exode Life Sciences, a biotech startup that's not just peering into your future health, but actively shaping it. Founded in 2010 by a trio of visionaries, Salim Mohammed, Dr. Abdur Rub, and Nara Narayanan, Exode Life Sciences focuses on the cutting edge of preventive healthcare. The company's mission? To empower individuals to understand their genetic makeup in a way that was once the domain of science fiction. This isn't just about spitting into a tube and getting a generic health report. Exode goes far beyond that, delving into the very blueprint of your being. Exode's real magic lies in its ability to translate complex genetic data into actionable health, nutrition, and fitness plans tailored specifically for you. Imagine having a personalized roadmap to navigate through your genetic predispositions, complete with guidelines to dodge the health risks that might be lurking in your DNA. This approach isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about optimizing every aspect of your physical well-being, from the food you eat to the exercises you do, all based on what your genes have to say. One of Exode's groundbreaking innovations is their South Asian ancestry genetic test, a world first that allows individuals from South Asia to trace their lineage back through centuries. This isn't just a neat party trick. Understanding your ancestry can offer crucial insights into your health. For example, certain genetic markers more prevalent in South Asian populations can influence your risk for conditions like diabetes or heart disease. By knowing where you come from, Exode helps you prepare for what might be ahead. But let's not forget that we're living in the era of personalized everything, from playlists to shopping experiences. Exode taps into this trend by offering an array of genetic tests that cater to different needs. Want to know how well your body metabolizes caffeine? There's a test for that. Curious about your potential for lactose intolerance? They got you covered. Exode's platform also includes tests for skin health, aging, and even how your body might respond to different types of exercise. It's not just about avoiding disease. It's about enhancing your life in a way that's deeply personal. What sets Exode apart from the pack is not just their comprehensive range of tests, but their approach to delivering this information. They've created a user-friendly interface where complex genetic data is distilled into easy-to-understand insights. No PhD in genetics required. Customers receive detailed reports that break down what their DNA is telling them, paired with personalized recommendations for lifestyle adjustments. It's like having a geneticist, dietitian, and personal trainer rolled into one. The real-world impact of Exode's services can't be overstated. Take, for example, their focus on nutrigenomics, the study of how food and nutrients interact with your genes. Through Exode's testing, you might discover that you're predisposed to higher cholesterol levels, but that certain foods could help mitigate this risk. Armed with this knowledge, you can make informed decisions about your diet that could potentially add years to your life. And this is just one facet of what Exode offers. Exode's journey hasn't been without its challenges. When they first launched, the idea of personalized genomics was still relatively new, and they had to overcome both scientific and market skepticism. But with consistent innovation and a commitment to empowering their users, Exode has become a trusted name in the field. Their success is reflected not just in their customer base, but also in their impressive funding rounds. To date, Exode Life Sciences has raised over $170 million from prominent investors like Round Glass Partners and Shade Holdings, enabling them to expand their offerings and continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of personal genomics. In a world where healthcare is often reactive, treating diseases after they've already taken hold, Exode is flipping the script. They're leading a movement toward proactive healthcare, where the goal isn't just to treat illness, but to prevent it from happening in the first place. By giving individuals the tools to understand their genetic predispositions, Exode is empowering people to take control of their health in ways that were unimaginable just a decade ago. Next up at number 9, we have My Genome, a startup that's as much about knowing your DNA as it is about redefining healthcare. Founded in 2013 by Anu Acharya, My Genome has set out to do what no one else has done in India: make genomics personal, accessible, and actionable. But this isn't just about curiosity-driven tests to find out if you're likely to go bald or if you can blame your sweet tooth on your genes. No, My Genome is diving deep into the science of genetics to give people a powerful tool, knowledge about themselves that can transform their health. My Genome's flagship service, Genomics, offers a comprehensive DNA-based health report. But let's clarify one thing. This isn't just any health report. It's the blueprint to your biological self. Imagine being handed a roadmap that shows you where the potholes are in your genetic makeup, those predispositions to diseases, how your body processes nutrients, or even how well you might recover from a workout. The genius of Genomics lies in its ability to break down these complex genetic markers into easy-to-understand reports that laypeople can actually use. But what's truly groundbreaking about My Genome is how it goes beyond just telling you what your DNA says. It interprets this data in the context of your lifestyle, environment, and family history to provide a more complete picture. So, it's not just about knowing you have a risk for a certain condition. It's about understanding what you can do to mitigate that risk. This is personalized healthcare at its finest, where the goal isn't just to react to disease, but to anticipate and prevent it. My Genome doesn't just stop at physical health. They've also expanded into the realm of mental health with their Mind Map service. This is a unique offering that analyzes genetic markers related to mental health conditions like anxiety, depression, and even addictive behaviors. With this information, individuals can work with healthcare providers to develop personalized strategies that address their specific needs. This kind of proactive approach to mental health is rare and could be a game changer in how we think about and treat these conditions. One of the most impressive aspects of My Genome is its commitment to making these advanced genetic insights accessible to everyone. We're not talking about a service reserved for the wealthy or the tech-savvy elite. My Genome has worked to bring down costs and simplify the process so that anyone interested in understanding their genetic blueprint can do so. And this democratization of genomics couldn't have come at a better time. As lifestyle diseases become more prevalent in India, the ability to preemptively address health issues could have a massive impact on public health. The company's journey from its inception to where it stands today is nothing short of inspiring. Anu Acharya, the driving force behind My Genome, envisioned a world where people are more connected with their genetic information, not just for curiosity's sake, but to empower them in making better health decisions. And it's working. With significant funding from investors like Sequoia Capital and Singapore Angel Network, My Genome has grown rapidly, attracting a wide range of customers from different walks of life. What's also notable is the role My Genome is playing in educating the public about genomics. In a country where such advanced concepts might seem out of reach or overly complicated, My Genome has taken on the challenge of simplifying these ideas without dumbing them down. Through partnerships with healthcare providers, wellness centers, and even schools, they're spreading the word about the importance of understanding one's genetic makeup. Coming in at number 8, Enco Diagnostics is a biotech startup with a laser focus on one of the biggest challenges in healthcare today, cancer. Founded in 2011 by Manjiri Baker, Enco is on a mission to make cancer treatment as precise and personalized as possible. While the world continues to grapple with the complexities of cancer, Enco is stepping in with innovative prognostic and preventive solutions that could very well redefine how we approach this disease. At the heart of Enco work is their flagship product, CanAssist Breast, a prognostic test designed specifically for early-stage breast cancer patients. But what does that really mean? In simple terms, CanAssist Breast goes beyond the initial diagnosis to help doctors and patients understand the unique characteristics of a breast tumor. This includes the likelihood of the cancer spreading or recurring and how a patient might respond to different treatments. Armed with this information, patients can make informed decisions about their treatment options, potentially avoiding the toxic effects of unnecessary chemotherapy. This level of personalization is where Enco truly shines. Traditional cancer treatment often involves a one-size-fits-all approach, where patients are given standard treatments based on the general characteristics of a cancer type. But as research has shown, cancer is not one disease. It's a complex web of different conditions that vary from patient to patient. Encostem's technology cuts through this complexity, offering insights that allow for treatment plans tailored to the individual's specific cancer profile. But Encostem isn't stopping at breast cancer. They're already working on expanding their diagnostic tools to tackle other types of cancer, including oral and ovarian cancers. These cancers, like breast cancer, have unique characteristics that require equally unique approaches to treatment. By developing more such tests, Encostem is aiming to create a comprehensive suite of tools that oncologists can use to treat patients with a level of precision that was previously unimaginable. So how has Encostem managed to make such strides in a field as challenging as cancer diagnostics? The answer lies in a combination of cutting-edge technology, relentless research, and a deep understanding of the intricacies of cancer biology. Encostem's tests are based on sophisticated algorithms that analyze tumor tissue samples and provide predictions about how the cancer is likely to behave. This predictive capability is what makes their tests so valuable, not just for guiding treatment decisions, but also for giving patients peace of mind. Encostem's work has not gone unnoticed. They've attracted significant investment from heavyweights like Sequoia Capital and Ardemon Ventures, raising a total of $7 million to date. This funding has been instrumental in allowing the company to expand its research and development efforts, as well as to bring their products to market. The impact of their work is already being felt, not just in India, but around the world, as oncologists and patients alike turn to Encostem's diagnostics for guidance. What sets Encostem apart from other players in the field is their commitment to making their diagnostics accessible. Cancer treatment is expensive, and many advanced diagnostic tests are out of reach for the average patient. Encostem is working to change that by developing tests that are not only accurate, but also affordable. They've made it a point to ensure that their tests are available to a wide range of patients, from those in urban centers to those in more remote areas. This democratization of advanced cancer diagnostics is a game changer, potentially leveling the playing field for patients who might otherwise be left behind. Sliding into our 7th spot, C6 Energy is the biotech startup that's taking the idea of going green quite literally to the oceans. Founded in 2010 by a group of visionary students from IIT Madras, Sailaja Nori, Nelson Vidasari, Sayash Kumar, Soumya Balandiran, and their professor Sri Kumar Sunyan. C6 Energy is pioneering what they call an ocean operating system. But what exactly does that mean? Essentially, they found a way to harness the immense, untapped potential of ocean seaweed to produce sustainable energy and a variety of bioproducts that could reshape industries ranging from agriculture to pharmaceuticals. At the core of C6 Energy's operations is their innovative approach to seaweed farming. Seaweed, which is often dismissed as little more than marine vegetation, holds enormous potential as a sustainable bioresource. C6 Energy has developed the technology to cultivate and harvest seaweed on a massive scale, transforming it into products that can boost agricultural yields, enhance livestock immunity, and even serve as an alternative to fossil fuels. This isn't just a step forward for biotech, it's a leap towards a more sustainable future. One of the standout innovations from C6 Energy is the Sea Combine, a mechanized ocean catamaran designed for the efficient harvesting and seeding of seaweed. Traditional seaweed farming is incredibly labor-intensive and often limited to small-scale operations. The Sea Combine, however, automates much of the process, allowing for the large-scale cultivation necessary to meet industrial demands. This not only increases productivity, but also makes seaweed farming a viable economic activity in regions where job creation and sustainable practices are urgently needed. C6 Energy's vision doesn't stop at farming seaweed. They're also leveraging the biochemical properties of seaweed to create biofertilizers and biostimulants that can boost crop yields in a natural and sustainable way. These products have the potential to reduce the need for chemical fertilizers, which are notorious for their environmental impact. By offering a greener alternative, C6 Energy is positioning itself as a key player in the global push towards sustainable agriculture. Another exciting aspect of C6 Energy's work is their focus on biofuels. The world is in desperate need of alternatives to fossil fuels, and C6 Energy is exploring how seaweed can be converted into bioethanol and biogas, clean, renewable sources of energy. Unlike land-based biofuel crops, which require large tracts of arable land and compete with food production, seaweed farming doesn't interfere with agricultural land use and has a much lower environmental footprint. This makes it a promising candidate for sustainable energy production on a global scale. The company's achievements have not gone unnoticed. C6 Energy has raised substantial funding from notable investors like Tata Capital and Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, the founder of Biocon. With $8.9 million in their war chest, C6 Energy is well-positioned to expand its operations and bring its innovative solutions to market. Their work is already making waves, both literally and figuratively, in the biotech and energy sectors. But C6 Energy's ambitions extend beyond the immediate applications of their technology. They're looking into the future and exploring how their ocean operating system can be scaled globally. The oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface, yet they remain largely untapped in terms of sustainable resource production. By developing technologies that can harness the power of the oceans, C6 Energy is opening up a new frontier in the fight against climate change and resource scarcity. As they continue to innovate, C6 Energy is also focused on the environmental impact of their operations. Seaweed farming, when done sustainably, can actually help to mitigate climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and the ocean. This carbon sequestration potential, combined with the ability to produce renewable energy and bioproducts, positions C6 Energy as a leader in the emerging blue economy, a sector focused on the sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth, improved livelihoods, and ocean ecosystem health. Next on our list at number 6 is Pandor Technologies, a biotech startup that's making the stuff of science fiction a reality. Founded in 2011 by Arun Chandru and Dr. Tuan Bhaumik, Pandor Technologies focuses on the cutting-edge fields of tissue engineering and regenerative medicine. If you've ever thought about the possibility of growing organs in a lab, well, Pandor is already doing it. Kind of. Pandor made headlines in 2015 when they became the first Indian company to design and 3D print human liver tissue. This isn't just a flashy headline grabber. It represents a significant leap forward in the field of regenerative medicine. The ability to create human tissue in a lab opens up a world of possibilities, from drug testing to potentially growing organs for transplants. In a country like India, where the demand for organ transplants far outstrips supply, this technology could be a game changer. But let's break down what tissue engineering and regenerative medicine actually involve. At its core, tissue engineering is about creating biological substitutes that can restore, maintain, or improve tissue function. This could mean anything from skin grafts for burn victims to more complex organs like the liver or heart. Pandor's approach involves using 3D printing technology to create scaffolds, essentially frameworks, that are then seeded with human cells. These cells grow and multiply, eventually forming tissue that mimics the structure and function of its natural counterpart. The implications of this technology are enormous. For one, it could drastically reduce the need for animal testing. Pharmaceutical companies spend billions of dollars each year on drug development, much of which involves testing on animals. But animal models are not always accurate predictors of how a drug will perform in humans. By using 3D printed human tissue, researchers can get a much clearer picture of a drug's effects, leading to faster and more effective treatments. Pandor's achievements don't stop at liver tissue. They've also made significant strides in developing bioengineered corneas, which could one day help restore sight to millions of people suffering from corneal blindness. The human cornea is a delicate structure, and injuries or diseases that damage it can lead to severe vision impairment or even blindness. Currently, the only treatment is a corneal transplant, but there's a global shortage of donor corneas. Pandorum's work could offer a scalable, synthetic alternative, providing new hope to those affected by corneal diseases. What makes Pandorum's approach so revolutionary is their ability to scale this technology. While the concept of lab-grown organs might seem like something out of a sci-fi movie, Pandorum is turning it into a viable business model. They've attracted significant investment, raising $9.2 million from a range of investors, including 500 startups, 21 Capital, and the Indian Angel Network. This funding has allowed them to scale their operations and continue their pioneering research. The company's work is also a testament to the power of collaboration. Pandorum has formed partnerships with leading research institutions and hospitals around the world, including those in the United States and Europe. These collaborations are crucial in pushing the boundaries of what's possible in tissue engineering and ensuring that their innovations can be brought to market quickly and effectively. But as with any groundbreaking technology, there are challenges. One of the biggest hurdles Pandorum faces is the regulatory landscape. Tissue engineering and regenerative medicine are still relatively new fields, and the regulatory frameworks are not yet fully developed. Navigating this complex environment requires not just scientific expertise, but also a deep understanding of the legal and ethical implications of their work. Pandorum is actively engaged in these discussions, working with regulators to ensure that their innovations are safe, effective, and accessible to those who need them. Coming in at number 5, BUworks Research is tackling one of the most pressing issues in modern medicine, the rise of superbugs. Founded in 2014 by Anand and Kumar, BUworks is a drug discovery platform that's on a mission to develop antibiotics that can combat the deadliest bacteria on the planet, those that have become resistant to conventional treatments. If you thought the age of antibiotics was here to stay, think again. Superbugs are on the rise, and BUworks is on the front lines of the battle against these microscopic foes. Superbugs, for the uninitiated, are bacteria that have evolved to resist multiple types of antibiotics. This resistance doesn't just make infections harder to treat, it makes them potentially deadly. The World Health Organization has flagged antibiotic resistance as one of the biggest threats to global health, food security, and development. In a world where routine surgeries, childbirth, and even minor infections could become life-threatening, the work being done by BUworks is not just important, it's critical. BUworks is attacking this problem head-on with their innovative approach to drug discovery. At the core of their work is a proprietary platform called Exode, which they use to develop novel antibiotics that are effective against a broad spectrum of drug-resistant bacteria. One of their most promising developments is a new class of antibiotics known as novel bacterial topoisomerase inhibitors, NBTIs. These antibiotics target the DNA replication machinery in bacteria, which is essential for their survival. By attacking this crucial process, BUworks NBTIs are able to kill bacteria that have become resistant to other treatments. The development of NBTIs is a significant breakthrough. Traditional antibiotics typically target the bacterial cell wall or protein synthesis, but bacteria have developed mechanisms to evade these attacks. By focusing on DNA replication, BUworks is hitting bacteria where they're most vulnerable, making it much harder for them to develop resistance. This approach is not just innovative, it can be life-saving. BUworks' journey to this point has been anything but easy. Developing new antibiotics is a notoriously challenging and expensive process with high rates of failure. But BUworks has managed to overcome these obstacles, thanks in part to their strong network of investors and collaborators. They've raised $16.5 million from a mix of international and Indian investors, including the University of Tokyo Edge Capital, Carbex, and 314 Capital. This funding has been crucial in allowing them to advance their research and move their drugs into clinical trials. What's particularly impressive about BUworks is their commitment to making their antibiotics accessible on a global scale. They're not just focused on high-income countries where they might command high prices. Instead, they're also looking at how their drugs can be deployed in low- and middle-income countries, where the burden of antibiotic resistance is often highest. This global perspective is a key part of their strategy and aligns with their mission to save as many lives as possible. Entering the spotlight at number 4 is Zomer Biologics, a biotech startup that's transforming the landscape of cancer treatment. Founded in 2013 by Kavitha Iyer Rodriguez, Zomer Biologics is one of India's leading immune oncology startups with a mission to fight cancer by harnessing the power of the body's own immune system. While the concept of immune oncology has been around for a while, Zomer is pushing the boundaries with their proprietary antibody engineering platforms, taking cancer treatment to new heights. Let's break it down. Immune oncology is all about using the immune system, our body's natural defense mechanism, to identify and destroy cancer cells. Cancer cells are notorious for evading the immune system, which is why tumors can grow unchecked. Zomer's approach involves engineering antibodies that can target specific markers on cancer cells, effectively flagging them for destruction by the immune system. These engineered antibodies can also modulate the tumor microenvironment, making it less hospitable for cancer to thrive. Zomer's technology is built on two key platforms. The first is their innate cell engagers, ICE platform, which focuses on activating the body's natural killer, NK cells. NK cells are a type of white blood cell that plays a crucial role in the body's defense against tumors and viral infections. By engineering antibodies that can specifically engage NK cells with cancer cells, Zomer is enhancing the body's ability to recognize and destroy tumors. The second platform is tumor microenvironment modulation, TME. The tumor microenvironment is the complex ecosystem of cells, blood vessels, and molecules that surround and support a tumor. By modulating this environment, Zomer's antibodies can make it more difficult for cancer to survive and spread. This dual approach, targeting both the cancer cells directly and the environment in which they live, is what sets Zomer apart from other players in the field. One of Zomer's most significant achievements has been the global licensing of their breast cancer treatment product. This product, which is based on their proprietary platforms, has shown promise in early trials and is currently being developed further with the support of international pharmaceutical companies. This licensing deal is a testament to the strength of Zomer's technology and its potential impact on the global cancer treatment market. Zomer has also been successful in attracting significant investment, raising $41.6 million to date from prominent investors like Exode, Aaron Capital, Kairati Ventures, and the Bard Innovation Fund. This funding has allowed them to expand their research and development efforts and bring their products closer to market. But more importantly, it has positioned Zomer as a serious contender in the global biotech arena, with the potential to make a real difference in the fight against cancer. What's particularly exciting about Zomer's work is the potential for their technology to be applied to a wide range of cancers. While their current focus is on breast cancer, the platforms they've developed could be adapted to target other types of tumors as well. This versatility is crucial in the world of cancer treatment, where every patient's disease is unique and there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Zomer's approach allows for a level of customization that could revolutionize how we treat cancer on an individual basis. But the journey hasn't been without its challenges. Developing immune-oncology treatments is a complex process that involves navigating a maze of scientific, regulatory, and financial hurdles. Zomer has had to overcome these challenges while staying at the forefront of innovation in a highly competitive field. Their success so far is a testament to the strength of their team and the robustness of their technology. Taking the third spot is Viome Therapeutics, a biopharmaceutical startup that's tackling one of the most stubborn and widespread skin conditions, acne. Founded in 2010 by Shailata Sengupta and Venkateswarlu Nellabhatla, Viome is not just developing treatments for acne. They're creating next-generation therapeutics aimed at inflammatory skin diseases that have resisted traditional treatments. This includes conditions like drug-resistant acne, which affects millions of people worldwide. Acne might not sound as life-threatening as cancer, but for those who suffer from it, especially severe cases, it can be debilitating, both physically and psychologically. And while there are plenty of treatments available, many of them are either ineffective or come with a host of side effects. Viome is changing that narrative with their flagship product, VB1953, a novel topical antibiotic designed to treat drug-resistant acne. VB1953 is not just another acne cream. It's a next-generation therapeutic that targets the bacteria responsible for acne in a way that overcomes the resistance that many patients have developed to existing treatments. This is particularly important given the rise of antibiotic-resistant bacteria, a problem that extends far beyond acne and into the broader realm of infectious diseases. Viome's approach is to develop treatments that are not only effective but also sustainable, reducing the likelihood of resistance developing in the first place. What makes VB1953 so promising is its dual action. First, it targets the specific bacteria that cause acne, known as Cutibacterium acnes, effectively killing the bacteria that have become resistant to other antibiotics. Second, it reduces inflammation, which is a key factor in the severity of acne. This dual approach not only treats the symptoms, but also addresses one of the root causes of the condition, offering a more comprehensive solution for patients. Viome's work in this area has not gone unnoticed. The company has received significant backing from investors, raising $48.3 million from a range of high-profile investors, including Iron Pillar, Sabre Partners, Kalari Capital, and Aaron Capital. This funding has allowed them to advance VB1953 through clinical trials and bring it closer to market. It's currently in the clinical trial phase in the United States, where it has received approval from the FDA for investigative drug discovery. But Viome's ambitions don't stop at acne. They're also developing a pipeline of other products aimed at treating a variety of inflammatory skin conditions. These include treatments for conditions like seborrheic dermatitis and rosacea, which, like acne, have limited treatment options and often leave patients frustrated with the lack of effective solutions. By focusing on these underserved areas, Viome is positioning itself as a leader in the field of dermatology. One of the key strengths of Viome is their focus on science-driven innovation. The company's founders have a strong background in research, and they've built a team that's equally committed to pushing the boundaries of what's possible in dermatology. This scientific rigor is evident in the way they approach drug development, focusing not just on treating symptoms, but on understanding the underlying biology of skin conditions and developing targeted therapies that address the root causes. Viome is also exploring the potential of combining their products with digital health technologies. This could include apps that help patients track their symptoms and adherence to treatment, or even AI-driven tools that can predict how patients will respond to different therapies. By integrating digital health into their product offerings, Viome is looking to create a more holistic approach to managing skin conditions, one that's not just about medication, but about empowering patients to take control of their skin health. Nearing the top of our list, at number 2, we have Farcast Biosciences, a biotech startup that's redefining the way we approach cancer treatment. Formerly known as Biotech, Farcast was founded in 2010 by Pradeep K. Majumdar and Mallikarjun Sundaram. Their mission? To take the guesswork out of cancer treatment by providing oncologists with actionable data on how individual tumors will respond to different therapies. In other words, Farcast is making personalized cancer treatment not just a possibility, but a reality. The cornerstone of Farcast's approach is their flagship platform, ScienceScript. This innovative platform allows doctors to test a patient's tumor cells against various cancer treatments in a lab setting before actually administering those treatments to the patient. The idea is simple but revolutionary. Rather than relying on standard protocols that may or may not work for a particular patient, ScienceScript generates a list of drugs ranked by their predicted effectiveness for that specific tumor. This means doctors can choose the treatment most likely to succeed, significantly improving the chances of a positive outcome. But how does ScienceScript work? It starts with a biopsy of the patient's tumor, which is then used to create a microenvironment in the lab that closely mimics the conditions in the patient's body. This tumor model is exposed to different cancer drugs, and the platform measures how the tumor cells respond. The data generated from these tests are analyzed using sophisticated algorithms, which provide a detailed report on which drugs are most likely to be effective. This process not only saves precious time, but also spares patients from undergoing treatments that are unlikely to work and could cause unnecessary side effects. Farcast technology is particularly valuable for patients with aggressive or rare cancers, where time is of the essence and treatment options are limited. By offering a personalized treatment roadmap, ScienceScript is giving oncologists the tools they need to make more informed decisions and improve patient outcomes. And the impact of this technology extends beyond just patient care. It's also a powerful tool for pharmaceutical companies engaged in drug discovery. By providing insights into how different tumors respond to various treatments, ScienceScript can help accelerate the development of new cancer therapies. Farcast Biosciences has made significant strides since its inception, attracting substantial investment along the way. The company has raised $76 million from a stellar lineup of investors, including North Pond Ventures, Excel, Sequoia Capital, Sands Capital Ventures, and Tata Capital. This funding has been instrumental in scaling their operations and expanding the reach of their technology. Farcast is already working with more than 25 pharmaceutical companies and numerous cancer centers around the world, helping to guide treatment decisions and support drug development. What makes Farcast technology so compelling is its versatility. While ScienceScript is primarily used for cancer treatment, the platform has the potential to be adapted for other diseases as well. The ability to create patient-specific models and test them against various treatments could revolutionize how we approach a wide range of conditions, from infectious diseases to autoimmune disorders. This adaptability is a key part of Farcast's long-term vision, as they continue to explore new applications for their technology. But Farcast isn't just about technology. They're also about making that technology accessible. The company is committed to expanding the availability of ScienceScript, particularly in regions where access to advanced cancer care is limited. They're exploring partnerships with hospitals and healthcare providers in emerging markets, with the goal of making personalized cancer treatment a global standard, not just a luxury for those in developed countries. Topping our list at number 1 is My Genome, a biotech startup that's leading the charge in genomic-based diagnostics and research. Founded in 2013 by Sam Santhosh, My Genome is not just a company. It's a catalyst for a new era in healthcare, where the focus is on understanding the genetic underpinnings of disease to develop more effective, personalized treatments. My Genome's work is at the cutting edge of what's known as precision medicine, and their impact is being felt not just in India, but around the world. My Genome's mission is ambitious: to leverage the power of genomics to revolutionize healthcare. And they're doing it by providing comprehensive diagnostic services that go beyond traditional tests to offer deeper insights into a patient's genetic makeup. At the heart of My Genome's operations is their next-generation sequencing (NGS) facility, one of the most advanced in India. This state-of-the-art facility allows My Genome to offer over 475 genetic tests, covering everything from cancer and cardiovascular diseases to rare genetic disorders. One of the most significant areas of focus for My Genome is oncology. Cancer is a disease driven by genetic mutations, and understanding those mutations is key to developing effective treatments. My Genome's genomic tests provide doctors with detailed information about the specific genetic alterations in a patient's tumor, helping them to tailor treatment plans that are more likely to succeed. This approach not only improves patient outcomes, but also reduces the likelihood of unnecessary treatments that can cause significant side effects. But My Genome's work goes beyond cancer. They're also a leader in the field of reproductive genomics, offering tests that help identify genetic risks in unborn children. These tests are crucial for expecting parents who want to understand the potential genetic disorders that could affect their child. By providing this information early, My Genome is helping parents and doctors make more informed decisions about care and treatment. Another groundbreaking area for My Genome is population genomics. The company has created a repository of over 170,000 patient samples across more than 4,500 population groups in India. This vast database is a goldmine of genetic information that can be used for a wide range of research purposes, from understanding the genetic basis of disease in different populations to discovering new drug targets. By contributing to the global knowledge base, My Genome is playing a crucial role in advancing the field of genomics. My Genome's success is also reflected in their impressive funding history. The company has raised $119 million from investors like Leapfrog Investments, Sequoia Capital, Innovent Capital, and Zodius Capital. This funding has allowed My Genome to expand their operations, invest in cutting-edge technology, and extend their reach into new markets. They've also established partnerships with leading healthcare providers and research institutions around the world, further solidifying their position as a global leader in genomics. What sets My Genome apart is their holistic approach to healthcare. They're not just focused on diagnostics, they're also deeply involved in genomic research. The company collaborates with pharmaceutical companies, universities, and research institutions to explore new frontiers in genomics. This includes everything from drug discovery to understanding the genetic basis of complex diseases like diabetes and heart disease. My Genome's research is helping to pave the way for new treatments that are more effective and tailored to the individual. So, what do you think? Could one of these biotech startups be the next big thing that transforms healthcare as we know it? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future updates. Check out the videos appearing on your screen right now for more insights and stories from the world of technology. This is the AI Lib. Stay tuned.